why was it still important for you to actually invest in property?
I got three kids, you know what? Like I grew up in council housing, like pretty much everyone I know, kind of thing. So it wasn't like a thing of, you know, oh, I've got this like this financial literacy here that has been given to me by my parents, and you know, I kind of had to make it easier for my kids by buying. It would have been easier to just stay renting to a certain degree because it's cheaper and whatever it is, but it was always, I had a plan in my head. It was always go and get the house, and that is where that is home, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's annoying though, because my plan was always to buy a house outright. I didn't want a mortgage. I don't want, even though it's not sensible, that's how I've always done things like that. Splash all your money and start from scratch is how it's worked for me. I'm not sure why, where it's probably far more beneficial to, but even if you've got all the money.
That might be your mental balancing act between like mad scientist, so I'm going to do everything all at once, to actually let me know I don't owe anyone anything.
Exactly. That is literally that's the point, because people with better financial literacy than me will tell me, even if you've got all the money, don't use all the money, because then you're not liquid enough, kind of thing. Whereas my broke me that I grew up being, I've probably been broke for longer than I've had money, maybe, is always telling me, go broke because you're good for it. Spend it all, do it, so that you don't owe anyone anything. Do it, and then tell that guy to figure it out. He'll figure it out, and I'm that guy. So to just go again. Like when the chips are down, I find something usually. So I think because of that, I've always had that kind of half broke mindset of buy it, so that you don't have big monthly outgoings. And I still ended up with stupid, massive monthly outgoings. But it's all part of it. But I needed it to for my family, man, so that my kids have something. And
have you enjoyed, because you've been doing some refurbishments as well,
it's
right?
almost done. Today I built my barbecue this morning.
You've been enjoying it?
Yeah,
you've been sending me some updates. I've been seeing what you've been doing.
Yeah, so like obviously what I bought was a bomb site. But it had lots of potential.
Yeah.
And I wanted something that could be extended, and like I want a blank canvas. I prefer it that way, rather than sometimes buying a turnkey and it's not quite to your taste and you wish that it was that way.
You're paying money for a finished product. Exactly. You're actually gonna have to rip down and start again in places.
So and with this, I know loads of people have like a lot of like bad experiences with builders and with buy-in and all the, bro, I had a lot of luck on my side when it came to this part, and I needed it as well, because I did the thing of, all right, cool, I put down a massive deposit essentially, bought the house, and I left like, I don't know, I had maybe 100 grand for a rental at the time, but I was looking at how long it would cost me, and maybe I'll find another 50 and whatever it is. But what I was getting quoted at the beginning for this stuff was a joke. And then luckily, someone's recommended someone to me. And as you know, with buildings, all about the timing of it.
Yeah.
Have they got the time and space, and do they want to do this now? And someone put me onto some Polish people, and it just went like that. I met them within a couple of days at the property. And you know, like it was just all very relaxed. Boom, 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 boom. Obviously, the money part wasn't, because it was like 5 grand a week cash every Friday. And it's like, all right, cool. I've got some of that already, so we're good. But once we get 20 weeks in, I'm cooked. But the whole process was easy-ish because they weren't lazy.
How involved, like how regularly were you at the...
I was there often. So obviously for the first couple of weeks, there's no need. They took the roof off straight away within a day, pretty much. Like they took the roof off in like a storm. I was like, whoa, like these guys are moving mad, and they were moving really quick, knocked out the back wall, started the frame and getting everything right. So for that part, there's not much I need to be there to consult on, because it's just that part. It's like the next parts. I found myself there 2-3 times a week sometimes, just either looking or gradually moving my stuff over, because I didn't have the thing of being able to like move out of one place and move into another. I was renting here and still paying the mortgage there, and paying the builders. So it got dark. It got it got dark.
Nah,
But it gave me the
You
opportunity.
see, do you monitor your stress levels on that route?
I've
I
only
need to
had this
see
for
them.
2 weeks.
We need to get a retrospective one because I know there's periods where you would have looked at it and it would said recovery, like in the
2%.
red zone.
Yeah.
Stress levels off the charts. Resting heartbeat, never resting.
No rest. Well, it was it was this one. I always knew that I can make stuff happen,
Yeah,
but this situation here let me know that I really can, if that makes sense. Because there were times where it's just like, you got to put on a brave face, and it's just like, all right, cool. Obviously, you always get those phone calls where it's just like, yeah, I need 10 grand, not 5 today.
yeah,
And it's like, all right, cool.
yeah. You say cool, and then you get off the phone and say,
and all of a sudden, you have to find it, or something happens, or you get the little thing, or like, oh, we've hit an issue. It's an extra 10 grand. And I only hit a couple of those because I was almost prepared for that, because I knew the price I was given is not the price that will be paid. I know it will be more than that. I just wondered how far over we're going to go past that. And it was a good experience. Looking back at the time, my stress levels were through the roof because I also had just had a baby.
yeah,
Like just had a baby. So it was it was a head turner. It was something I learned from 100%.